Good morning, everyone. Today we gathered here for group discussion on the topic the benefits and disadvantages of online learning. In the recent times, if we look at this online learning has helped students a lot in the recent times. If you look during the COVID time, if you remember, we all were locked in our houses, but the only thing that helped us to uh, learn and not stop our learning process is the online learning. So it has got a lot of advantages like we can access resources worldwide. If you look at courses like Coursera, EDX, they provide instructors from worldwide. So you don't need to go to universities that are situated abroad because these platforms bring those instructors online and let them and allow them to teach from there itself. So we get exposure to a lot of content worldwide. And the second one is the cost effectiveness. It will reduce offline learning will create a lot of expenses like the traveling expenses or the accommodation. But if you look at the online thing, it will reduce these expenses, and it's also too effective for the students to visualize and learn. What's your view on this?
So I believe that it's true, Saikiran, that online classes came as a game changer to the students, especially at the time of COVID-19, because this will make the children not to lost the knowledge and gain the knowledge again and again, and they gives it gives the relief, especially it gives the relief for the parents. And but it's all okay, but what according to me is most of the students misuses these online classes, especially my students. At the time of intermediate, my students get disturbed, and they use it to disturb the classes, and they get distracted from that. And another important thing is technical issue is the most important thing. uh, Most of the rural areas, the students who are living at the rural areas are not unavailable to get the internet, and they are not able to listen the classes. This leads to the lack of this leads to the lack in studies. And and another important thing is continuously learning classes in online. They use it to they use it to pay more attention on the screen. This leads to the mental pressure and like eyesights. So what do you think about that?
So I agree with your points. Online learning plays a crucial role in the nowadays, and there are some advantages and disadvantages out there. Not only in online learning, every topic has its advantages and disadvantages. Some of the advantages are convenient time, so we can learn in online at any point of view, at any point. Not only in morning session, we can learn at evening only, and not only evening, we can learn at night also. So there are so many advantages out there, and also disadvantages also there. While learning in the online, some distraction will come like advertisements, and also we learn from Chrome. There are some bad topics are there. So there are so many advantages and disadvantages are there.
But what I, according to you, Siddhi, is yes, online classes have the more flexibility as you see, because it brings you first of all the main cheap rate, where we can see when you're going to an offline class also, it may lead to a high costly also. For example, going to a school sometimes it may pays a lot of fees to this particular school also. But whereas in online, we can see that it is a very cheap, and also we can revise the classes also, because nowadays you see we have a 2x 1x speed of the YouTube, where we can see of particular, and we can also close the syllabus very fastly according to the mentality of the student. Even though he is slow, he keep in 1x speed, but he can also revise the students how many times he wants to listen that particular class also. He has that accessibility to all the students. Wherever we can see nowadays it is not happened. Even though we can see nowadays, we have seen in so many, after corona also, we have seen so many successful people who learn from the online classes, as you see. But at the same time, there is a one point, because there is also at the same time there is a big misuse of the online classes, because nowadays we see they are seeing the classes, but according to when you see they see the classes, but parents are not there. they're going with playing games, or also sometimes they're doing some mischief with the particular usage. So that's my point is that we should have the online classes, but with the security of the parents only. I partially or I what thought on the online classes. So what do you say all about this?
Yes, that's a valid point actually. At last it all depends on the students, how they use or misuse the resources that is provided for them. So we can see two type of stories in this. There are people who use these resources for upskilling their skills, and they reach to newer heights. There is another side of this thing, where people misuse these resources, and they don't reach to a newer heights, and they still be in the position that they are before.
So I agree with your points. So many platforms like YouTube, Udemy, and EDX, AICT, like that, we can learn so many things from the online. But in my point of view, online learning is the best platform. Like we can learn free only. So while coming to offline, we can pay the courses and learn. But in online, we can learn easily. Like you come to YouTube, you can learn so many things: web stack development, Java full stack development. We can learn free courses only. But some people do some misbehavior, and their mindset is different. Students' mindset is always not clear. So it is in our hands. So we can make our brain strong and also make our confidence high.
But nowadays, as you see, what situation is right. But now this time, I have recently watched that there is a technology also changes because, as I said, that point that is misuse of the mobiles. For the younger children, we see that, for example, let us take a tab which provided by the government or the state government of India in the government schools, because they watch that in that tab there is a what is it called software where you can only see use only the videos also, because only they can watch only videos of the particular student based on apps. Like for example, we have the e-class where extra marks is one of the app which was used by the people and the students also for the classes 5th to 7th or 11th, because it was the app that was installed in the tab. So that is also mainly used because we can't misuse the children also, because for 11th and 12th after the degree they have this some maturity, but for the younger children they have that much maturity and they press anything on the tab. So that's why the software also installed like that, and the parents should also provide to them mainly, because they should not be see the particular software also. That software does not allow you anything to press on, or they cannot play games on the particular tab. That is also mainly should be in every homes, so that it will be not allowed for the students also.
So I want to add a point that if a student is suffering with if a student has a doubt on a problem, or if a student has any doubt, if that student is not able to communicate with the tutors or the course learner, then how can the student get interact with the tutor? But I believe that instead of these online classes, direct classes makes more better to convenient or more better to interact with the uh, course learner. So what I'm going to say is online classes offline is more better than the offline.
So the today's conclusion of the GD topic is that online classes are the have that flexibility and feasibility of the particular to use it students also, but at the same time it have the misuses also, where you can take care of that misuses. It will be lead a good life in every student life. So thank you.